But you said you figured it out before.
No, I didn't. I said I had to figure it out before.
Oh. Why is that text there?
That's the chat window.
Oh. That's just popping up over our face?
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to figure out how to make this work, but, you know. I'm thinking, like, in between us, you know? Okay. All right. What up? Bitch up, up!
Aren't you cold?
Yo, pimps don't get cold, you know what I mean? I'm actually kind of hot from the coffee, to be honest. You know?
Not responding to that. Okay.
Okay, so
We don't want to talk about business today. That's it.
Okay, today we're doing some random question generations, having some fun. Let's throw it up. You ready?
Yeah, I can't see them though.
Yeah, we're gonna pull that.
Okay. I'm ready.
Okay, here we go.
Random question generator for streamers.
Okay. Have you ever fallen asleep in a classroom?
Absolutely.
Yeah, who hasn't?
I don't even know if I could like draw up a specific memory because this has happened to me so many times.
Becca, we left the Mighty Network because everything was inverted.
Wasn't it backwards for you? Like, did you not see the text backwards? Tell us. Tell us.
Yeah. We'll figure it out.
Okay. This is a dumb question. Everybody's done this. If you tell me that you haven't ever fallen asleep in a classroom, I just think you're lying.
Yeah, you fucking nerd. Okay.
Oh my god.
If you could magically have anything come out of your belly button, what would it be? Anything magically?
Money.
That's like, yeah, that's...
Treasures.
Honestly, money is, or like gold coins. Yo.
Like from John Wick, like those gold coins. I don't know, man. Maybe like the cure for cancer, you know. That'd be pretty. I'm pretty convinced that already exists, though, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
There's a lot of theories that it already exists, and it's just like on the real down low.
Okay, Becca says money too. I agree. I'm just gonna fix this.
Thanks, Becca.
Okay. All right. Next question.
I think we should make like a 10-second limit on each question.
Yeah.
Like you gotta come up with something.
Okay. Who is your childhood actress crush? Easily that woman from Undercover Brother.
Yeah, so if anybody's seen Undercover Brother, Alex thought for his entire life, literally up until last year, that the woman in it was Carmen Electra. So he told me that Carmen Electra was like his celebrity crush. And I was like, yeah, she's pretty hot. And then I watched Undercover Brother with him, and I'm like, Alex, that's Denise Richards.
Denise Richards.
Who, like, no shade. Like, she was, and she still is, but, like, in her prime, she got all the roles she ever got, specifically because she was a Class A babe. Look at her. Oh, my God.
Yeah, I gotta pull this up.
I would eat a mayonnaise sandwich for her.
Look at this. Come on now.
He spent his entire life thinking that was Carmen Electra.
I thought it was, but I was wrong, okay? This isn't her. But let me tell you what. Oh, my God.
Yeah, she's hot. Mine was probably Leonardo DiCaprio.
Leo?
Come on.
I mean, we could any specific one?
I mean, Titanic is like just gets me in the field every time.
Titanic?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, come on. Look at him.
What a stud.
He just means so well. He just wants your heart.
He's like, come on, baby. Come on.
So cute. Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
All right, next.
Next one. Let's pull it up. What is a podcast that you enjoy listening to? First one that comes to mind, probably Joe Rogan.
Probably. Like, you had to, that was cute. He pretended to think about it.
Yeah.
Alex listens to Joe Rogan, like, all the time.
Yeah.
I would actually probably say Joe Rogan as well. I feel like, I mean, I said to a friend, like, a while back, I asked her if she listened to something that Joe Rogan said, and she was like, no, fuck Joe Rogan. And I was like, I don't relate to that at all. I think I like, kind of idolize him in a weird way. I think he's, like, super successful, but he, like, is really down to earth. And the reason that his podcast is as big as it is because he's a really great talker. Like, he makes really good points. He's really good at listening. He's very, like, open-minded. Like, I I don't know. I mean, maybe I don't know about the controversy around him. But next.
Would you jump into a pool of Jello?
Yeah.
Oh God.
How many people can say that they did that? That's a cool life experience.
That would be fun.
What flavor is it though?
That sounds like a stream.
I'm surprised. Monday. I'm surprised that Mr. Beast hasn't done that. Does anybody watch Mr. Beast?
Probably does.
Comment if you've heard of Mr. Beast. He does like his whole YouTube channel is just like the craziest shit. Like he did that one where he was like, we're gonna fill up this entire backyard with there's a name for them, but they're basically like these tiny little balls that when you get water on them, they expand.
Yeah, they look like Orbeez or something.
Orbeez, yeah. And he got a million packets of them, and he's like, we're gonna fill this backyard. So they dumped them all over the yard, and then when it rained, the whole backyard looked like a big like pool ball pit.
Yeah, that looked fun as shit.
Yeah, and that's just like I could see him doing this. I'd be surprised if he didn't.
I'd
next.
eat into that pool. What's your spirit animal?
A lion.
A lion.
Yeah. I'm a Leo. That Misha loves Joe Rogan too. Yes, I think he's really smart. I'm a Leo, and for like the longest time, I didn't really relate to that because everything that I heard about Leos just made them sound like they're kind of assholes. They're really like overly confident. They're usually like the loudest one in the room, and admittedly, there are probably times where that is me. But then when I was in Pre-Com, my friend Sarah, I told her that, and she's like, well, what's your moon sign? I was like, I don't know what that means. And then so she like asked me like where was I born, what time, all this stuff, and then she brought up my birth chart. And when you learn like what your rising sign is and your moon sign and all these other things, I will say it was actually really strange how well that described me. Once she like factored in those other things, I was like, honestly, that does sound exactly like me. It was really strange, but I'm gonna say lion.
Yeah. I mean, I think.
What's your animal?
I don't know. I have a lion tattooed on my chest, so I feel like I kind of have to say that.
That was funny.
To be honest, but
yeah. When you got that lion, I was like, what a nerd.
What an asshole. I like it though.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
Bubbly, every stream. Sponsor us.
Is water wet?
Why is it taking me any amount of time to think of an answer to that question? I don't know. That's a... Well, yeah? What? I'm not a sciencey person.
No, I'm going to say no. I'm gonna double down. No. It's not wet.
Does anybody actually know the answer to that? Is there like a scientific answer to that question?
See, the reason I think it's not wet is because being wet is being like you have a liquid on you on something dry.
So water.
It makes it soggy. But
water
itself
is not wet. It is the wetting agent.
Exactly.
Okay.
Well,
that's too over my head. I did not make it through grade 11 chemistry. I quit that shit as soon as we started talking about moles. And I was like, I hear you, Mr. Startup, but to me a mole is just an animal. I'm going to take another art class now. What is the longest you have stayed awake? We actually talked about this the other day. So when I was in a very shitty place in my life and I was not sleeping well, I would stay up for like a couple days at a time. And when I say stay up, I mean like I would get like a couple hours of sleep. And there was one time a bunch of us went to the local Boston Pizza in town, and I was so tired that I fell asleep face down on the table, and then people were like taking pictures of me because they were like, oh my God, Kelsey's so drunk. And I was literally just sleeping. I don't even think I drank that night. I was just sleeping. So I'm going to say probably 48 hours with like, a nap in there somewhere.
What's up, Salones? How you doing, man? I would say probably like...
Wilkie,
I probably think like 30-ish hours.
Nice.
Maybe a day. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm a sleeper. Like, I don't really want to like stay up like that. Like, I'll stay up and then like, let's say I wake up early and then I'm like, I'm going to work super late tonight. And then I'll be like, I've went to bed at like 6 a.m., 7 a.m. But I'm not like, I'm going to keep going. Like, fuck that, man. Just like get shitty at that point.
Alex and I legitimately were asleep by 9 p.m. last night. That is not a lie.
Yeah. Okay, do you want to become a full-time streamer? I
wouldn't say full-time, but definitely streaming is going to be a huge part of our business model going forward, so.
I just think it's fun, man. I think I like making good fun videos and it just makes it fun. Would you ever shave all your hair on your body? Oh my god. Just be a fucking mole person?
No. I mean, that's a pretty broad question. Like what is the reward? What am I shaving it for? Because I would argue that most women I know from the eyebrows down are hairless. Like, we're already pretty close. So, but for you to get me to shave from the eyebrows up, there's got to be some incentive in there. So I'm going to say no with a question mark.
I'd do it.
For what though?
$10.
No, you wouldn't. This isn't going to be fun if you lie.
Okay, no, I wouldn't do it. I don't know what the price would be, but if someone's like, I'll give you 100 grand right now, I'm going eyebrowless, boys. Like, you know?
Okay.
No beard.
If they double it, I'll do it with you.
Nice. 200K, that's the price.
Somebody posted a little bald emoji. Nice. Okay. Do you enjoy getting a haircut? I actually love getting haircuts.
Yes.
I only get like 1 to 2 haircuts a year. I'm not gonna lie, but can I give a little shout out to my salon that I go to? I go to this salon that's like very luxurious and it's eco-friendly, and I didn't know that was a thing, but they actually like recycle hair. Like they donate it to some animal shelter that then like uses it for insulation in dog beds, and it's so bougie. They like bring you champagne or coffee if you want. They give you a scalp oil massage before they start your haircut.
Tell me, baby.
They give you a facial while you're getting your haircut.
Oh
my god, I could just go on forever. It's called Verde Avida Salon in Winnipeg. I love them. I will vouch for them till the day that I die, and I love going there. It feels really bougie. I should probably go more than I do, but
I just like feeling like a pimp. So yeah, I like getting a haircut.
Alex likes going for a haircut because his hairdresser loves him.
Everyone does.
If you could have any animal for a pet, what would it be? I actually don't want any pets, I'm not gonna lie. I already have one.
If I could have any animal for a pet.
I clean up after him, I feed him. That's enough.
Yeah. Any animal as a pet?
Kill me, lol.
I don't know. I don't know what I'd have as an animal for a pet. Probably like a dog.
I do, yeah. I like dogs.
I don't know. Like, why would I want something crazy? I mean, like, because even if you had it as a pet, doesn't mean it'd be a good pet. Like, I could have a tiger as a pet. Doesn't mean it's not gonna kill some motherfucker. And now I'm either gonna have to bury the body in the back 40 or
in the back 40.
Or I might get killed by the tiger. You
Alex
know,
and I are
it'd be
both
fucking sweet though.
We're both in agreement that we don't really want pets.
Shaver. That'd be sick. But I want to just travel the world, so pets just get in the way all the time. Fuck that.
Is mayonnaise good? I love mayonnaise. I can't.
Mayonnaise itself is not good. I will take a hard stance. It's not good. But in combination with some things, it makes things better because it's like putting sauce on something. Like, you know when something is just too dry?
Yeah, I'm not going to be like that chick that got famous because she was at a hockey game eating mayonnaise out of the jar. Like, that's some kind of psycho shit. But when you get some McDonald's fries and you dip those in some mayonnaise, it's like...
I've never done that. You fucking sick fuck. But what I would do, though, if Denise Richards from Undercover Brother gave me a mayonnaise sandwich...
You'd eat that shit.
You know, like what was the sound? The sound of it is like
super
it's
squishy.
Like... Oh.
Oh. Don't ever do that again. Everybody's leaving now. Okay,
but
so
that dude, if that bitch came up with me, I'd eat that
mayonnaise
shit.
is good though because you can't only ask it in the context of like, is it good on its own? Because then you could get into like sriracha hot sauce is not good on its own. Nobody's just slurping that shit. But
okay, you're getting way too deep in these questions. You're just high level.
Go to the next one then.
I mean? Like
whatever,
you don't gotta.
man.
Okay, we're gonna pull up the thesis.
Do you have any tattoos? If not, will you ever? I think we can just.
I think tattoos are so stupid. I would never get one.
If you could switch lives with anyone for a day, who would it be? I have actually said this my whole life. I would just love to switch lives with a guy for a day because I just want to experience what it's like to have a man's body for one day. There are certain things I would want to do, but
I would not want to switch with a woman's body because I already know what it's like to get fucked. By life. Just kidding. That's dark. Sorry.
Next question.
Is Jeff Bezos a good guy? A good guy? I don't fucking know. I don't know Jeff Bezos. Like,
I'm just
probably.
Gonna say yes.
He's rich as fuck, man.
He's doing something right.
He's got a lot of jobs, dude. Okay, what is the scariest thing you've done? The scariest thing? For me, probably like doing like physically scary. I was like rappelling. I was doing like caving, it's called. So you go into a cave, it's all fucking dark, it's pitch black, and then they're like, yeah, rappel, it's like 60 feet down. And I was like, I had these like old volleyball shoes. And if you don't know, volleyball shoes have like gum on them, so it's like super slippery when they get dirty. I don't know why I brought those. And I was just slipping everywhere. I was bashing my knees as I was going down, and I was rappelling. And I've never puckered my butthole so hard in my life. I was just like, but like you have to keep doing the thing. So I was like, oh my god! I touched ground, and I just felt so good. I was like, that was awesome. I gotta do that again. That was probably the scariest thing I've ever done. How about you?
Yeah, I mean, I guess if we're gonna be talking about physical pursuits specifically, I went like rafting in Croatia, and then towards the end there was like this cliff, and this guy was like, okay, we're all gonna jump off of it now, and I thought he was joking. And it's really like when you're looking at a cliff from down below, it really doesn't look that high. Like I was like, that is not that high, I'm gonna do it. And then you get up there and all of a sudden it's like you're in a completely different spot. And I mean that. I genuinely was like, is this where you were standing, though, when you said that? Because this feels really high. And I couldn't do it. Like, I was completely chickening out. And I was like, can I go back down? And then this guy that I never met before, his name was Dan. Shout out Dan. We're on Facebook friends. He came up to me and he was like, okay, I see what you're doing. If you keep doing what you're doing, you're not going to do it. So I'm going to grab your hand and we're just going to go. And I was like, okay. And then we just went, and by the time that I like came back out of the water, my legs were shaking so profusely that I like couldn't even stand. I was so scared. But you just have to do it. Just don't think. You just gotta do it.
Don, go in my freezer again, and that'll be scary. Okay, first of all, Don.
Becca said, I heard he's an ass to Jeff Bezos. First of all, that's just something people say when they're jealous of somebody's success. Like, everybody wants to talk shit about Joe Rogan and Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos. You guys are all just a bunch of jealous bitches, I think.
Don, I know you love when I eat your baking, okay? Don't fucking play, okay? Don't play with me. Next question. What is the longest you have stayed?
We already did that one.
Yeah, what the? This is shit.
Do you enjoy shopping? I love shopping.
I guess it'd be like shopping for what? I like shopping, but I don't like picking my own clothes. Like, I like to get styled, and then, like, someone's like, wow, that looks good on you. And then I look at it, and I'm like, it does look good on me. So I like that. But to this point in my life, I'm too poor to have someone that's, like, a full-time fucking, you know, like, what do we call those people? Like fashionista? Like, yeah, like someone who's just gonna, like, just dress me. I have Kelsey, and she's way better at picking my clothes for me.
I pick him good clothes, and I really like buying stuff for other people, so it works out well, because I'm, like, self-proclaimed the best gift giver I've ever known, so I give him good clothes, and so far everything that I've given you, you've really liked, unless you're just lying.
You could have lunch with 2 other streamers. Who would you choose?
Probably Mr. Beast, because I just want to see what kind of crazy shit he would do.
Mr. Beast would be a good one. I'd probably say Asmongold. He's solid.
I don't know what that is.
He's a guy.
I assume.
Fucking neckbeard guy. It's awesome. If you had to stream only one video game, what would it be? Only one video game forever? Oh my god.
I don't think I should even answer this question because I'm legitimately going to answer Mario Kart.
Mario Kart forever? I fucking hate Mario Kart. I suck so bad, and then I get wasted. Like, I just get burned by people, and I'm like, okay, great. I would say...
I hate all other video games.
Probably, like... You haven't even played video games. Like, what are you talking about? World of Warcraft. I'd probably say that.
Waste of time.
7 Days to Die. That actually, you could stream that one for a long time. That'd be good. That one you could play forever. Do you consider yourself to be more extroverted or introverted?
I think this question is kind of like
extroverted.
It's like you know how whoever they is, they say that there's like a spectrum of like, you know, like super straight and then like super gay, and they say that most people fall somewhere in the spectrum. Like, very few people are like on one or the other. I think that could be comparable to this question, because I think there are very few people that are like, yeah, man, I'm 100% extroverted. I have no qualities that are introverted. I'm like, well, that's probably not true. I just joke and say that I'm an introverted extrovert. Because I can't answer these questions straight up, apparently.
I think it just, you gotta go deep. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna try to answer fast.
That's what happens.
You ever gotten
That's
poison
what
oak?
happens,
Nope.
folks, when you get 2 degrees. You know?
Nope.
You gotta just stretch it
No
out.
poison oak. I answered that one so fast. You see?
No, I don't think I've gotten poison oak. Poison ivy for sure, but not poison oak.
Oh, I thought it was the same thing.
What is the longest you have gone without bathing?
When I was in grade 8, our shower broke in our house. Becca and Mom, maybe you guys remember this. I think I went 4 days, maybe even 5, without a shower because it got to the point that my mom had to call our neighbor Jill and ask like if we could come over and use their shower.
We gotta try our moody lighting though. What are we doing?
What are we doing? Okay, what's the longest you've gone without a shower, Alex?
I don't
or
know.
bathing?
Probably 4 or 5 days.
This is our lighting setup now. Okay,
Does
4 or
it
5
look good?
days.
Does it look good like that? We never tried it.
It looks good.
Oh,
what is the best advice you would give to a new streamer? I don't know, man. I'm a new streamer. I don't have advice. Sorry.
Best advice: make more content.
We just had this one. Come on now.
What breed of dog would you be?
I don't know dog breeds that well, to be honest. I'm gonna say some kind of collie because they just look cute and friendly and
golden
they like
retriever.
to run. That's not what I expected you to say.
Because I'm just a lovable person.
Okay.
What is your favorite magical or mythological animal?
A unicorn. Shout out to Labyrinth. No, not Labyrinth. What is that one? Becca, what's that movie with Tom Cruise and the unicorns? Becca will know.
I'd be a pit bull.
Okay, that question's done now.
Okay, what is your mythical?
Becca's gonna know.
Fuck.
It had Tom Cruise. It was like one of his first Legend. Becca knew it. Legend. They have to put the horn back on the unicorn and yeah, it's no, Mom, it's not Labyrinth.
I'd probably be, I don't know, my favorite one. I guess a dragon. Like, I don't know, dragon.
Yeah, dragon for sure.
Has to be. Those are cool. Would you want to go to TwitchCon? It's a convention for live streamers, basically.
I assume
that would be cool.
I'm down.
Are video games art?
I think so.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Cause like you could get like you just get caught up in it. I think it's really cool.
I think any kind of video is art, and it's a very like you don't have the same appreciation for it until you're put in a position where you're trying to make a good video, and then you're like, wow, this is.
You could just do it 1,000 ways, and like
after Creecom, I had a whole other level of appreciation for like cinematography. I remember watching the last season of Game of Thrones, and despite the fact that it disappointed in all the ways, I was like, they had some great shots in that season, though.
I would.
Crazy good.
Yeah, I just think anything that gives you an experience is kind of art, in a way. You know, you can make it your art because you want to like make the experience better. What is your dream job? My dream job. I don't have a dream job because I don't want a job. So I'd probably say like, my dream way of making money would be to, probably I don't want to say like just content, but probably like just living life. Sounds
Everybody
so deep.
should comment what their dream job is.
That sounds so deep, but I think like just like kind of living life and exploring because that's really vague and you can do that in a lot of ways, whether that's like writing blogs or like, you know, making videos or
just being paid to like be who you are and talk about it.
Yeah, like really just do anything. I think that's like going to be the easiest dream because you just have to be yourself and yourself is enough. Like Snoop Dogg is Snoop Dogg, you know what I'm saying? Like he ain't gotta be like, oh god, like what do I gotta do today? Like he's Snoop Dogg, man. He can do whatever the fuck he wants.
Dawn said her dream job is to nanny her future grandchildren.
Oh, nice.
Wow, no pressure.
Okay. Well, you got 2 already, Dawn. So
yeah.
Becca, there you go. You got a free nanny. Do I enjoy Mondays? To me, Monday is just another day, so.
Yeah, I really felt like as soon as I wasn't working in corporate anymore, the Sunday scaries like really went away. And I think the Sunday scaries are like just so funny when people say that they get them because I'm like, well, you're choosing to feel it that way though. Like you're choosing to be in a situation where you like hate when Monday comes, so I did mine cake baking. I hate doing that now.
Keep talking.
Well, it's okay. I'm sorry.
You get distracted.
I know.
You gotta let the chat ride. When you're done your point.
If you have the Sunday scaries and you hate Mondays, it means that you don't actually like your life. So you should probably just do something else, and then you won't hate Mondays anymore. Because I did hate Mondays for the longest time, like living for the weekend and all that shit. And then when you pivot away from that, and like, you know, we're just doing what we do now. Like, Monday is just another day. Alex and I have a lot of fun on Sundays, and then Monday is like, okay, let's go.
Dang.
What is the perfect ice cream? I like a hot fudge sundae with some salted nuts on top.
Solid.
Yeah,
I like a twist.
I think that's
the vanilla chocolate soft ice cream.
Yeah.
You want to get a little nasty, you can dip a little chocolate in.
Have you ever tried a kind of ice cream that you were like, that's gross, I won't eat that?
Probably matcha.
Matcha, interesting. I like matcha. My mom used to eat that tiger one, and it's like, I think it's licorice and orange. Like, that's the two flavors in tiger. I will admit I never tried it, but sounds disgusting. And I will say I'm not a huge fan of mint chocolate chip. I think it's overrated.
If you had to change the name of your father, what would you change it to?
My father's name is Dietmar Helmut Schäfer. And he said, he's German. He's straight out of Germany. And he said that when he was a kid, he was insecure about his name because it was very different. When he moved to Canada, nobody had that name. And he said that when he was a kid, he wished that his name was Steve because he thought that was a normal name. And I'm going to say that I love my dad's name. I think that it's awesome. And if I were to ever have a son, maybe I'll throw his name in there as a middle name or something.
I don't know what I'd change my dad's name to. I mean, he's got, like Chris and Kevin, just two white ass names.
Chris's real name is Kevin.
I would probably do like some kind of black
Chris?
name, like some fucking M'Baku kind of like something cool like that, like that's just fire. It'd be awesome.
Change the name of your father.
Which
Skip.
is the longest? Yeah, we did that one. Would you ever do a 24-hour stream? Yeah, that'd be fun. Can you play an instrument? Not good.
No.
I could play one. Yo, I'll whip out some piano, but it's going to be like a 2-beat thing.
Becca asked, how do you get Chris from Kevin? Chris is his middle name, and he just decided to go by Chris instead of Kevin. I thought that was hilarious. But to each their own. I can very, very loosely play piano. I could maybe play the beginning of Wake Me Up When September Ends on guitar. And I could probably throw in some hot crust buns on the recorder.
Oh.
Have you ever hitchhiked before? I did hitchhike once.
No, I don't want to get raped. Is an underrated video game? What is an underrated video game?
I'm not the one to answer this question.
I don't underrate it.
I used to play this video game on the computer. If anybody knows what I'm talking about, I would love to hear that somebody else knows this game. I think that one of my sisters would know this game. I think it was called Insane Aquarium, and you play it on the computer, and it's like you're in a big fish tank, and your whole job is you have to keep the fish alive, and then every once in a while it'll drop in like predator fish, and you have to like kill them before it eats all your fish, so the game's over if all your fish are gone. And I love that shit. It was fun.
Probably Space Invader. That's what I'm going with. Space Invader, so solid. Just you played at the arcade or something. Oh, what sports did you play as a kid? Basketball and volleyball.
I played. Well, I kind of dabbled in all of them when I was a kid. I played soccer recreationally, and I actually scored a goal in my first ever game, but it was on the wrong side. I scored on my own team. But I'm still taking that win. How many kids?
A win is a win.
How many kids can say that in their first ever soccer game at 4 years old, they scored a goal? My heart was in the right place. Running the wrong way. Yeah.
You're like, yeah, go, Kelsey, go! And then you're like, not that way, not that. Oh, my God.
My mom jokes that most of the time when I played soccer as a little girl, I was the one, like, picking flowers.
Jeez. Ooh, a sunflower.
Have you ever been bitten by an animal? Yeah, that seems like a silly question. Everybody has.
I feel like everyone's been bit by that shitty ass chihuahua that someone's friend's parents had. Everyone's been, nipped by a cat or something like that.
Oh, our stream is frozen.
They all need bit backhands. I think our camera died. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh no.
Hold on.
How do you know?
Because it was half battery.
Oh.
And I heard a. Hold on.
Oh.
Maybe we can add. Shit. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh.
Ruh-roh. Quick. Are we still on, though?
Yeah.
I know nothing. Becca says you got bit by a dog in Thailand. I did get bit by a dog in Thailand. It was a little puppy that I couldn't refuse playing with. And then after I was like, wait, I did the thing that everyone said not to do. So what are we on now? The webcam?
Yeah, the poopy webcam.
We're back. Our camera died. Yeah, I got bit by a puppy in Thailand and then had to go get some shots and shit. Okay, next one. That one's not a fun question.
This camera is poopy.
Whatever, it's not that bad.
Do you like Taylor Swift music? I don't know. Is our song Slamming Screen Doors?
No. I like some Taylor Swift music. I'm not like a huge fan. I think that she's kind of annoying sometimes, but can't deny it. She's talented and she's clearly successful. So.
Would you ever get a face tatty?
No.
Probably. I don't think so, but never say never.
Probably, but I don't think so. That's the stupidest answer I've ever heard. Next question. When was the last time you barfed? I think the word barf is so funny. I mean, I think you've barfed more recently than I have. The last time I barfed was when we were in Spain this summer. We were there for a wedding, and the days leading up to the wedding, there was a bunch of festivities planned. And shout out to Jordan and Amy for planning this miraculous day of events, because they planned for us to go to the winery the day before we went on a catamaran for the day. So yeah, let's all go get drunk on wine all day long and then go boating the next day. So everybody that went to the winery showed up to the catamaran just hurting. And I'm not gonna lie, I was in the bush right before we got on. Just taking care of business.
Yeah, I think the last time I puked was in at the cabin, and we went like a trip with a bunch of friends to like a cabin nearby where we live, and then it was like drinking all day, eating food, just drinking more, and I was just like so full. And then when you put your head down and you're like, oh, this is gonna be nice, and then immediately, like, even if your eyes are open, if it's dark, you just start spinning, and
yeah, when the room's spinning, it's over.
And I was like, oh shit, and then I ran. I just ran outside and just projectiled, and it was the most relieving feeling ever, because you're just like, like it was like I was Goku shooting off a Kamehameha. Like I was just like, and it just blew up that tree line. Then the next morning, the dogs were...
they were all over that shit.
Yeah, they were loving it. They were like, wow, what'd you have last night? Some beef?
Oh my god.
Disgusting. If you could instantly become an expert in something, what would it be? An expert? Instantly. Quantum physics. Yeah.
Whoa.
That's where I'm going. That's where I'm
going. I was going to say... like something money related, like something I feel like I'm really undereducated on is like what is the best thing to do with your money. So I think that instantly having like all the financial advisement strategies would be really, really useful.
I mean, yeah, that could be useful, but what happens if you could discover a time travel device? You could build one.
Well, Becca agrees with me. She says invest. Duh.
You are given $100. How do you use it for your stream? refill up a pool of Jello.
I don't think you could do that for $100.
You don't think so?
No, not for.
Then it'd be a bathtub. Fuck it.
You'd need more.
Yeah,
I guess so.
Are zoos ethical?
No, I personally don't support zoos. I know that I've gone a couple times because it's hard to say no when the nephews want to go to a zoo. But, I mean, that being said, there are zoos that are kind of like sanctuaries now, and they raise animals and shit out of captivity, whatever. I don't know, but I think when I go to zoos, I feel sad.
It depends on the kind of zoo for sure. Like when you go, if you ever been to like Animal Kingdom or something, you go on like a little safari. Yeah, like, you know, they got some room there. It's not so bad. I think usually animals in cages, probably not ideal. But I'm not gonna lie, man. I like zoos. I like to go. I like to see those animals. I want to see them up close so I could be like, holy shit. But you know what I don't want to do? I don't want to feel like I'm gonna get jumped by one of those animals. You know, like you don't want to go and then there's a gorilla and they're like, wow, that thing is huge. And you're on the other side of the glass. That feels good. You know what not feel good? Being that close to a fucking gorilla in the middle of wherever gorillas are. You know, I'd be fucking terrified. I think I'd rip my arm off. It'd be crazy.
Becca says a lot of zoos home animals that can't live in the wild. Sure, I'm sure that's true, but I think a lot of zoos also probably just piggyback off that and just are shitty.
If your pet could talk, what do you think it would say?
My cat Socks, I think, probably wouldn't have a lot to say. I think he literally walks around life like this, having no idea what's going on anytime.
Feed me.
Yeah, he'd probably be like, can I go outside? Food?
Yeah.
Can I go outside? Food? That's it.
If you had a job at Disneyland, what would it be? Oh.
I don't think I would take a job at Disneyland unless I got paid to like just speak or something. Just like be on stage doing stuff. People were there to see me, just being me.
I'd be the hype man. Hey, is everybody ready for your favorite Mickey Mouse? And then like I'd get the thing, you know what I mean? And then fucking Mickey Mouse would pop out. That'd be sick.
Mickey Mouse's hype man.
Yeah. You know, maybe some of the princesses too, because like they're rolling around. You know.
Okay. Next question.
How many channels do you subscribe to? YouTube or Twitch?
I'm gonna say like 3 or 4. Not very many.
I'm a dirty non-subscriber. Although I will say on like some of my older accounts I've watched YouTube on, I've subscribed to people. But I just like, I don't know. I just watch content. I don't really get the point of subscribing. I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm like, okay, like I'll get notified, but like I'll probably just search for you anyway if I want to see your video, or I watch your video, it's going to come up anyway when you post a new one. So I'm probably just going to wait for that. So I never actually subscribe to anybody.
It kind of seems like it's becoming more and more redundant to subscribe because, like you said, if I watch like 2 or 3 of your videos, then they're going to come up suggested for me without me subscribing. I don't think there's anybody out there right now making content that I need to know instantly when it's up. Like, I subscribe to this YouTube channel. Subscribe to Inspired Idiots. Hey, everybody else should.
How would you describe your stream viewers?
My family.
Just hardcore, just, yeah.
And Alex's family.
They don't have a choice but to love us.
Yeah. Yet.
When was, oh, we did that one already. You find yourself in the Star Wars universe. Which side are you on? Okay, so I'm definitely on the dark side. Yeah. So there's dark and light side, so I know you don't know anything about Star Wars, but I'm on the dark side because you know what? The Jedi are stupid. I'm gonna say it, okay? Their life looks like it sucks. They can't love anybody. That means like they ain't out there clapping cheeks. You know what I mean? Like they ain't doing anything. What the fuck? They're just meditating all day. There's no fun. They're not earning any money. So I'd definitely be on the dark side and use my powers for my own means, and you know.
Sometimes when you
make
talk,
some money.
I feel like it reflects poorly on me.
It does. It does. Would you rather be the funniest or the smartest person in the room? Funniest.
Sometimes they're one and the same.
I'd rather be the funniest, because if you're the smartest person in the room, that means you're probably hanging around a bunch of dumbasses. So
yeah, that's true. You should. I really think that's true. People say like the people you surround yourself with have a big impact on you. So if you're just hanging out with people that you think are dumb, I mean, you're probably a little dumb too.
Are you a good dancer? Depends how many drinks I'm in. You know what I mean? 4 drinks in? Let me tell you what. I got those hips going.
It's true.
Okay, next question. Can you hold your breath more than 60 seconds? Fuck no.
You don't think you can do 60 seconds?
No, absolutely not.
What?
Absolutely not.
Yes, you could.
No.
60 seconds is not that long.
It's gonna be that long when you're just sitting there underwater.
No, I don't believe you. I think everybody should comment if they think they can hold their breath for more than 60 seconds. I think that 60 seconds is pretty doable. You just have to focus. I think you can do it easily.
Come on, Bezin. You're lying to yourself.
Yes, you could. Go. Should we try it?
We could try it one day, but I don't think I could do it.
You don't want to try it now?
How am I going to do it? No, you got to be underwater.
It's easy.
I don't know, man.
Yes, you can. You just have to fight the urge to breathe.
You're all freaks.
I think that anybody could. I think 60 seconds is doable.
Maybe I'm thinking about it being holding your breath for 60 seconds on land. Or I'm thinking about it underwater instead of on land. Because underwater, I feel like 60 seconds, fuck no. On land, just sitting here, okay, maybe.
What's the difference? You're holding your breath.
Because a lot of people say that underwater, it's a lot harder. Because I don't know why.
David Blaine explains how to do it. Nice.
Yeah, David Blaine's a freak, Becca, okay? He pushes pins through his hand with no blood. He's the devil incarnate.
I wonder how rich David Blaine is. Remember when he just started his thing doing street magic? He'd literally just walk up to people on the street, be like, "You want to see a trick?" And he'd have somebody filming him, and now look where he is.
Well, I mean, yeah, he did some dope-ass tricks.
Dawn says, plug your nose and do it.
No.
Alex doesn't want to.
I can't do it.
I'm going to make him do it on a future stream, but people, we'll wait until the time is right.
What was the last book you read?
$1 Million Speaker. I'm almost done it, and it's actually really, really good. It has some good points about how to communicate better and how to persuade people with your speaking.
I think the last book I read was
$1 Million Expert Secrets or something.
No, it was probably like Essentialism. It's basically a book about how most of the shit people do in their day is just like not essential, and then it kind of distracts them and makes their day and life shittier. It was like this story of how this teacher who was like a professor in like a college was like, hey, I'm gonna change my office hours instead of being like 5 hours to 1 hour. And he got like more students to show up in that 1 hour than the entire 5 hours. And then he was like, hey, I'm not gonna answer my emails until like the morning or this specific time. And then he just like, you know, made his life much better and got more efficient.
There's a spot in your hand where there's pretty much nothing there. Is that?
But when David Blaine does
what does that mean?
She's talking about when David Blaine does
the
pick. When he does that though, there's still like no hole. Like that's the creepy shit.
Blood though, like I don't.
Even if there wasn't any blood, there's no hole there. I don't know. It's creepy. Does your current car have a name? What is it?
My car is Big Red, and will forever be Big Red. To get technical, it's Big Red 2.0, because it's the second Big Red. Big Red 1 is still going though. Shout out Dieter. He probably drove that bitch to work today.
I
remember Big Red original.
Don't think I have a car name. Like I've probably named my car, but like I think I just call them Bertha.
They're all Bertha.
They're just all Bertha.
It's interesting.
It's like, yeah. What is the most money you have found on the ground?
When I was in Thailand, I found 600 Thai baht, which was like 8 bills. So somebody had just dropped a wad of cash on the ground. But to translate that, 600 Thai baht is like maybe $30 Canadian, something like that. It's not very much, but it was very exciting at the time.
I feel like
big bitch on the new one.
Maybe $20.
Karen, your new vehicle is a big bitch. That thing is, she's real nice, but she's big.
Aggressive.
Yeah.
Have you ever fallen asleep? You did that one. Do you agree that you should never talk about politics at the dinner table?
I actually disagree. But I am somebody that like, I think you're this way too. Like we're down to talk about anything. Like it's not likely that you're gonna like offend me with your beliefs, whether it's like politics or religion or abortion or whatever. I think you just need to know, like, when it's time to stop talking about it. So if you're like, if you can have friendly debates back and forth, like, I personally love talking to people that, like, love Trump, because I'm like, oh yeah, like, let's do it, sell me on it, and I want to hear what people say. But when people start getting, like, heated, or you can tell that they're just, like, they're getting mad with it, then you have to be like, okay, I think that's good, we should probably switch topics now. I have a friend that's very, we have very different views when it comes to abortion. We have very different beliefs on what's right. And we were talking about it once, and I just had to kind of stop, and I was like, okay, I think that maybe we should just agree to disagree and talk about something else, because I don't think we're going to, like, see eye to eye on this, and that's fine. But most people can't do that, because most people are just too proud in their opinions. And
yeah, and Becca, like, to your point, you need to have your facts straight. That's the problem with politics, is that,
that's
like,
true too,
there's no, like, there's no true facts. Like, one side will say, like, oh, these are the facts, and then, like, you have another party who'll say, no, these are the facts, and it's like, there's no, like, oh, like, this is the source of truth that we all hold ourselves accountable to. So I find, like, it's really hard for people to talk about facts in politics. I'm down to talk about anything, personally, because I think it's fun, and I like hearing how other people, like, view the world and where their worldview comes in.
I think that the same thing, like, when we were talking about Jeff Bezos earlier, and people were like, I've heard he's an asshole, and then I said, like, people say the same things about successful people, like Elon Musk and Joe Rogan. It's like, there can be multiple truths that are true. Like, people have probably had interactions with me before, or seen sides of me that they took away from that, like, oh, Kelsey's a bitch, Kelsey is whatever. And in their mind, because that thing happened, that thing is true. Like, that is the truth. And I'm sure you've had interactions with people too where they were probably like, Alex is an asshole. It's like there can be multiple truths that are true. So I just think people need to be aware of that. Already did that one. Nope, did that one. Who is your least favorite teacher in school? I don't feel like this is going to be an entertaining question.
Yeah, fuck that. If I could only drink one thing besides water for the rest of your life, what would you choose?
Milk. Just kidding. I hate milk.
Bubbly.
Yeah, probably soda water.
Sponsor me.
Alex and I probably, we each drink at least one bubbly a day, but sometimes multiple bubblies. Coffee. Yeah, coffee is a good one. I do love coffee. Especially once you get an espresso, it's really hard to just not love coffee. But I would say probably soda water.
Coffee would be good because you could always, like, I wonder if you could, like, mix it, like, could you mix some booze in there? Like, does that count? You know what I mean?
Because now you're drinking something else other than that thing. No booze.
Yeah, but if you have a cappuccino, you'd be technically drinking some milk, but you're still drinking coffee.
Well, I don't think that you could have a cappuccino, though. You can have coffee.
Just straight up bean water.
My mom drinks black coffee. If Dawn's still on here, she'll attest to it.
She doesn't have much taste buds left, though. You know what I mean? She doesn't care.
Okay, next question. She's gonna come for you. Already did that.
Have you ever met a Karen in real life? My mom's name's Karen.
Have you ever met a Karen in real life? Shout out Karen.
What up, Mom?
She's here.
Who is your least favorite popular streamer?
I don't know that
I don't know that many popular streamers.
That. Yeah. I think if a streamer is popular, then there's something likable about them.
Alex is an ass.
He is an ass, Dawn. You're right.
Family is coming over. What are you doing for dinner?
Whatever's in the house.
Whatever they bring.
No, it depends who's coming. If my gluten-free, celiac, soy intolerant, dairy intolerant, everything intolerant sister's coming over, then it gets a little bit more complex.
Yeah, she better bring her own fucking dish, Tesla. I'm looking at you. Okay? Don't bring your problems into my life.
Yeah, something good though. I don't know. I'm
brisket.
a pretty good cook. Yeah, we got a brisket marinating right now.
15-pound brisket.
Christmas party tomorrow. Who is the greatest? Yeah, don't worry, she's not watching. That's because she's not the favorite sister, is she? Who's the greatest musician that ever lived?
Bob Marley.
That's hard. That's such a cop-out answer for you, though.
What do you mean it's a fucking cop-out?
Do you actually believe that, or do you just...
Yeah.
Okay.
Dude died when he was, like, early 30s.
That doesn't...
Took over the world. Talked the most truth on the records. Made his own music. Sung his own song? What are you talking about?
Okay.
Okay. Would you consider yourself to be spiritual?
I am definitely more spiritual than religious. I think that's kind of the comparison people often make. I don't really know what spiritual means. Can you right click on spiritual and define it? Let's get really granular with this. No, you gotta double click it first. Yeah. Oh, you can't define it?
No.
Damn. Somebody look up the definition of spiritual. Oh, we got it.
Spirituality is a broad concept with room for many perspectives. In general, it includes a sense of connection to something bigger than ourselves, and it typically involves a search for meaning of life.
I would say that I believe in spirituality, yes.
Yeah, sure. I like that.
I think that there's something bigger than us. Can you speak other languages? Je parle français un petit.
Not really.
J'étudie le français aujourd'hui.
Okay, well.
What's the ugliest animal in the world? Whatever those little hairless dogs are.
Oh, God.
Those things are pretty ratty looking.
Little fucking pug.
Although those
not
fish,
pugs,
those fish that are like at the bottom and they got the string
Yeah,
and the
yeah.
light and they have the massive underbites. That was a nice interpretation. I hope somebody liked that. The hairless cats.
Hairless cats freak me the
The
fuck out.
hairless
I don't
cats
like
are kind of funny. They are kind of ugly, but
ugliest animal.
I think those dogs. There's like a breed of dog that's like hairless, but then they have hair in certain spots, and
Look like a little
they're
fucking
just-
elf from Harry Potter.
like Dobby.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're
they
a
do
dog.
kind of look like that. Yeah, that's true.
I think
They just look sad.
I think the ugliest animal's got to be some kind of twisted dark depth fish or
Fish,
something.
yeah.
Like, it's got to be.
There's
those
like
things are
monster
fucking
fish.
Disgusting.
Can we pull up a photo of like one of the monster fish? Look up monster fish. Deep dark fish. Look at that thing. That is terrifying. Whoa. Oh my god. That looks like something of nightmares.
Yeah, like
Look at that.
look at this fucker.
Ooh.
Like, come on, like
Yay.
like that does not say, "Hey, let's eat that tonight." You know what I mean? Like, I'm not looking at this as
Look
a
at this
snack.
one. What's this one? Oh my god.
That honestly, that looks like a raggedy, hairy ball sack.
That looks like if you pulled cancer out of someone, that's what it looks like. Sorry.
That's funny. Like,
Okay, next question.
that's-
We have our answer.
god damn, it's disgusting.
Okay, what else we got?
Could you imagine? I wonder what that tastes like, though. Oh my god.
I don't. Come on, man. Are you a good answer?
I think we've
have
exhausted
we,
these.
have you ever met a famous person? I mean, that's a very ambiguous question. Are you about to look at me and tell me that you're famous? Next question.
How old will you live to? 97.
Honestly, if I could make it to my 90s, I will be happy.
I want to get to 100 because it would be cool to just hit that level. But
Centenarian.
yeah, I also want to just still be moving though. You
Yeah.
know, I want to like juice up with so much stem cells that I just cannot die, and then
Yeah.
I'll be immortal.
It's pretty rare to meet people who like my friend Nina, her grandpa, I think she said is 95 or 96, and he like still lives by himself. He still like gets up on his roof and shovels the snow off. Like he's just like completely unaware of the fact that he's 95. I'm like, damn, respect.
Public speaking, love it or hate it.
I am getting better at loving it. Did enough, so you have to look after me. I like public speaking. I'm trying to just get better at it, hence that book.
It's definitely nerve-wracking, but I like it. I think it's
It's like a good high.
if you can get like, that's actually why I like live streaming too, because it's kind of like a very similar thing, because you can get in front of people and then you can kind of I don't know, like work a crowd in a sense. It can be good.
Okay, I think that we have possibly exhausted.
Ooh,
Would you go
skydiving tomorrow if you had a free ticket? Honestly, this would be the scariest shit would have ever done. I'd be puckering my asshole the entire time. Probably.
I always say
It's
that
cold here right now, so it's like hard to think. Like, would I skydive in the middle of -20? But like,
can you though?
no, probably
I don't know
not.
if you can.
I don't think you'd want to.
I have this like fantasy
Horrible.
about bungee jumping one day. It's just like something that I envision myself doing, even though it's very likely that I'd be a little bitch and I'd bitch out. But I'm telling myself I'm going to do it someday. But I actually think that skydiving would be easier than bungee jumping.
Me too, because you're attached to a string and you're just dangling there.
Yeah. And with the
And
thing
you're
with
heading
bungee
towards
jumping
rocks
though
or
is that
something.
because you are typically doing it alone, you have to like will yourself off. Like if you're jumping off a bridge, like you have to will yourself off. But with skydiving, from what I understand, there's typically like a sense of urgency to it where somebody will be like, okay, you have to go now. Or if you're jumping, what is it, like tandem or whatever,
Yeah.
when you're strapped to somebody, like they go and you're just going with them. So it makes it easier for people.
Yeah. What did you eat for breakfast today? I had some oatmeal and a protein shake.
I had a egg white frittata and a protein shake as well.
Yeah, we've been doing a little meal prep, and it's been nice. Okay, well, I think this is...
I think that we did all the questions, and are you a traveler or a homebody? Both.
Oh, I think both is, like, honestly really important. I love traveling, but I wouldn't want to travel all the time. And I love, like, having, setting up somewhere to grow, and, like, for example, I'm really into, like, fruit trees or, like, berry bushes or, like, not really gardening as much, but, like, that kind of shit that will last years and years. To me, I find that stuff, like, awesome. That you could just plant an apple tree and then for the next 10 years you get apples.
Yeah.
Or like probably, well, not that's immediate, but you know, you get what I mean. So I think being able to enjoy the summer and enjoy like that season of growth is like really rewarding for me personally. But then also, since we live in the Arctic tundra, you gotta kind of travel and get the fuck out of there. Otherwise, by the end of the winter, I'm like way more miserable and negative than I was prior. And then when spring comes and then like summer, I'm like, wow, life is amazing. And it's like crazy. Like I never even realized going into the depths of how much I hate the Arctic tundra until I'm crawling out of it. And then I'm like, holy shit, what the fuck was I on before? Like, oh man, this is completely different.
I think the thing about traveling though that I think is funny is like 9 out of 10 people will tell you that they love traveling. They're like, oh my God, I just want to travel more. But very few people actually like the act of traveling. Like Alex and I, this year, you and I went on like 5 trips. We did Europe, we did Saskatchewan for a wedding, we came back, we did Kelowna, we did Florida. Now we're going to Florida again coming up soon. And a few of those trips were like really back to back. And you realize like traveling is a lot of airports, a lot of like transit time, like when you're either in a plane or in a car or whatever. It's a lot of like packing and unpacking. It's a lot of like delays and shit like that. And not many people actually like that stuff. Like not very many people love just like spending 2 days in airports. I think that a lot of people, like I kind of always have the mind like, yeah, it's an adventure and like we're out here living life and that's cool. But to always be traveling is actually like really exhausting. We all like going new places and definitely leaving winter for summer, but it like takes a toll on you. And actually my trainer was saying that a lot of people like when they're traveling a lot and you're constantly like in the air and in airports and like pressure changes and stuff, like it has a toll on your body that you don't even always realize at the time. Just like joint swelling and stuff like that, and like your metabolism getting kind of messed up and being hungrier than usual. Like it's like difficult on your body. So I do like traveling and I like having trips to look forward to, but I also like planting roots and I like being around our families. And
yeah, if I'm gonna travel, like I like to travel and then like live somewhere for a while. So I can like learn the area, because then you can like appreciate that area, and then you're like, oh man, that place was really fun. I want to go back there. You know, I think that's probably the best thing that you can do when it comes to traveling. If you could see one movie again for the first time, what would it be and why?
For the first time?
For the first time? Oh, one movie? Just one?
I think that we should make this our last question though, because I think we've exhausted them all. I don't know if I have an answer to this question, though. I actually think that when I like a movie, I like it better the second time. Like...
I don't know. I would probably... Fucking one movie? I want to say, like, one of the, like, Lord of the Rings or something, because I feel like those type of movies can like get you in. They're like really good at getting you into the world where it seems like believable and simple, especially those Lord of the Rings ones. Like, yeah, there's some elves and other shit, but like it's not too crazy and you feel like you're a part of that world. But I wouldn't want just one of the movies to be that way. I'd probably want all of them. I think Harry Potter's like that too, where you can like get into that world. If I had to pick one movie,
yeah, but you love
probably Black Panther, probably the first one.
That you would want to see for the first time.
Or actually probably like maybe like Infinity War. That was probably because Infinity War was probably the best movie I've seen the first time. Because it's like you just didn't know what was gonna happen. You have no idea. You're like, oh, this is the whole build up. I liked all these other movies, and then you watch it. And you come out of that theater, and you're like, God damn, that was crazy.
Infinity War, not Endgame.
Infinity War was definitely better than Endgame.
Absolutely, it was. Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for tuning in, guys. We're gonna head out.
We were here somewhat on time today.
Yay!
Yay! Thanks everybody for hanging out with us.
Those ugly ass fishes, man. Shit. All right. Well, see you guys later. If you want to go check out inspiredidiots.com, that's where we chat and keep all our stuff.
That's where normally the mainstream is going to be, but today it was a little messed up. But everybody should go join there because one day that's where we're going to do all the streams.
All right. Adios. Thanks for tuning in.